Rulers of Repression, a comprehensive history of dictatorships, is brought to you by Science Magazine, created by Raphael. The seeds of authoritarianism, origins, and early examples. In the annals of history, the roots of authoritarianism dig deep, like gnarled, ancient trees casting long shadows over the centuries. Long before the term dictatorship found its way into the modern lexicon, the world witnessed the rise of early autocrats. These fledgling tyrants laid the foundation for the oppressive regimes that would come to dominate entire nations. Ancient Mesopotamia provides one of the earliest examples of authoritarian rule. Hammurabi, the sixth king of Babylon, issued the famous Code of Hammurabi around 1754 BCE. While it was a remarkable legal document for its time, it also granted Hammurabi unprecedented power, making him both lawmaker and enforcer. His rule set a precedent for future dictators to consolidate authority. Rise to power, the dictator's ascent. Throughout history, aspiring dictators have exploited various avenues to rise to power, whether through charismatic manipulation or military might. Their paths are as diverse as the tyrants themselves. One such individual was Julius Caesar, whose ascent to power forever changed the course of Roman history. Julius Caesar's rise to dominance was marked by a combination of military prowess and political cunning. His conquests in Gaul and the loyalty of his legions provided the backbone of his authority. Yet, his crossing of the Rubicon River in 49 BCE, defying the Senate's orders, marked a pivotal moment. Caesar's audacity led to the downfall of the Roman Republic and his own emergence as the ultimate ruler, a dictator in all but name. Totalitarian regimes, suppressing dissent and opposition. Dictators, once in power, often seek to suppress dissent and opposition with ruthless efficiency. The 20th century witnessed the emergence of totalitarian regimes that mastered the art of control, and few did it better than Joseph Stalin's Soviet Union. Stalin's reign was marked by purges, mass arrests, and show trials. His secret police, led by Lavrentiy Beria, instilled fear into the hearts of millions. Anyone suspected of disloyalty to the state faced the grim prospect of a Siberian labor camp or execution. The Great Purge of the 1930s, which targeted intellectuals, military officers, and party members, served as a stark reminder of the lengths to which a dictator would go to maintain power. Propaganda and control, shaping public perception. Dictatorships excel at shaping public perception through propaganda. Adolf Hitler's Nazi regime provides a chilling case study of how manipulation and indoctrination can be used to manipulate an entire nation. Hitler's propaganda machine, led by Joseph Goebbels, employed tactics like the Big Lie, demonizing minorities, and glorifying Aryan superiority. The infamous Nuremberg rallies showcased the power of mass spectacle, with thousands of uniformed Nazis chanting in unison. Through media control and relentless messaging, Hitler transformed Germany into a nation blindly loyal to his fascist ideology. Stay tuned for the next chapters in Rulers of Repression, a comprehensive history of dictatorships, as we delve deeper into the world of dictatorship and the enduring struggles for freedom and justice. Before we continue, kindly subscribe, follow, and don't forget to let a message in the comments section about what you think of this story. The cult of personality, mythologizing the dictator. Dictators often craft elaborate cults of personality to maintain their grip on power. Kim Jong-un, the current supreme leader of North Korea, follows in the footsteps of his predecessors in nurturing such a cult. In North Korea, the ruling Kim dynasty has elevated its leaders to godlike status. Massive statues, portraits, and a state-controlled narrative portray the Kims as infallible saviors of the nation. Citizens are subjected to rigorous indoctrination from an early age, learning to revere their leaders with unwavering loyalty. The cult of personality ensures that dissent is met with swift and severe consequences. Secret police and surveillance, the tools of repression. Behind every successful dictatorship lies a network of secret police and surveillance apparatuses. Saddam Hussein's Iraq was a case in point, with the notorious Mukhabarat playing a central role in suppressing opposition. The Mukhabarat operated in the shadows, infiltrating all levels of society. Informants were everywhere, sowing distrust among citizens and stifling any hint of dissent. The notorious Abu Ghraib prison became a symbol of the regime's brutality, where torture and human rights abuses were rampant. The fear instilled by the secret police ensured that Saddam's grip on power remained unchallenged for decades. Economic exploitation, wealth and poverty in dictatorships. While dictators often amass immense wealth, their rule typically comes at the expense of their citizens' economic well-being. Mobutu Sese Seko, the longtime ruler of Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of Congo, offers a stark example of such exploitation. Mobutu enriched himself and his cronies while the country's infrastructure crumbled, and its people languished in poverty. Corruption was institutionalized, with state resources diverted to fund his extravagant lifestyle. The vast gap between the ruling elite and the impoverished population became a symbol of his oppressive regime. Resistance and revolt, struggles for freedom. Dictatorships, no matter how powerful, are never without opposition. The story of Nelson Mandela and the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa exemplifies the resilience of those who fight for freedom. Mandela's steadfast dedication to ending apartheid and achieving equality led to his imprisonment for 27 years. Yet, he emerged as a symbol of hope and resistance. The international community rallied behind him, and pressure mounted on the apartheid regime. Mandela's release and the subsequent dismantling of apartheid showcased the power of peaceful resistance in the face of tyranny. The fall of tyrants, downfall and aftermath. Dictatorships, as enduring as they may seem, often meet their downfall. One such dictator was Muammar Gaddafi, whose rule over Libya came to a tumultuous end during the Arab Spring. Gaddafi's brutal suppression of dissent sparked a popular uprising in 2011. The regime's violent response and Gaddafi's infamous vow to hunt down the rats only fueled the rebellion. With international intervention, including NATO airstrikes, Gaddafi's regime crumbled, and he met a grisly end at the hands of rebels. Libya, however, faced a long and difficult road to stability in the aftermath. The seeds of authoritarianism, origins, and early examples. Legacy of repression, healing, and rebuilding societies. The aftermath of a dictatorship is often fraught with challenges. Chile's transition from the authoritarian rule of Augusto Pinochet to democracy exemplifies the complex process of healing and rebuilding a nation. Pinochet's regime, marked by human rights abuses and economic inequality, left scars on Chilean society. The transition to democracy required addressing past injustices while forging a path toward national reconciliation. Chile's journey serves as a testament to the resilience of human spirit and the enduring quest for justice, even in the face of overwhelming repression. As we conclude our exploration of rulers of repression, a comprehensive history of dictatorships. We recognize that while dictators may leave their mark, they cannot extinguish the innate human desire for freedom, justice, and a better future.